So I'm working on this other piece. It has a lot of beads on it and stuff. I'm gonna make 2 ferro rods and I'm gonna cut it right here. But anyway, last night I had started it and then I needed to go to bed. It was getting really late. And anyway, my skew was not cutting very well. And I had sharpened it, but apparently I didn't sharpen it properly. There's one method that I saw another guy doing, so I can't take credit for it. When you first get your spindle gouge, excuse me, I apologize. You should take it, get a piece of wood. You can do it on the flat end if you want to. Get a piece of wood and use the spindle gouge. Hold on a second. Let me set it down so I can show you. Anyway, use the spindle gouge to cut into the surface and make a groove that fits just like a hand in a glove, basically. So, and then you once you got your little groove made by your spindle gouge, it shapes the same shape as the outside of your spindle gouge. Then you put some sandpaper there, and then you hold it there, and then you start sanding it back and forth, and then you work the sides, and you go back and forth. You go back and forth like this. Excuse me, I wasn't holding the camera right. Anyway, just work the ends here, and just you're working the end, and then you kind of turn it, and you just and get it like if you're cutting a little bit, but don't cut it too much or you cut into the sandpaper. And then you turn it to the other side of the wings. I think that's why they call it the wings on the end here. But anyway, so I had to do that for several minutes, and I finally got it where it's cutting properly. So apparently I didn't cut the proper angle. It's just something I'm learning, and I just want to share with you what other people have shared and I've learned by doing some research. You got to do research and everything. So anyway, it's cutting much better. I still got, a lot to learn. There's areas over here that are not quite smooth. But another thing, really, the skew. It's best to learn the skew, even though it's a scary, intimidating tool. Learn it up front. Be, determined, bound and determined to just learn that thing. Because once you learn the skew, you can handle any other tool you have, and it will be a lot easier. And so anyway, just don't give up. I'm still learning. I have a lot to learn. I'm no professional at all. I just enjoy art. I always have throughout my life. Drawing, painting, landscape, whatever it is, I just take it around in my life and use it in different areas of my life. I love art, and I've always, had it in my life. And one more thing, and I'm not promoting any company or anything, but if you don't have a jig or know how to sharpen on a grinder sharpener, or have the proper grinder sharpener, and you're just beginning like me, I just got some hand sharpeners, and it's a bit of work. It is. You have to keep sharpening your tools all the time. I get it. But it's rewarding. And anyway, you learn, partly for me anyway, I have learned how to hold the tool better by sharpening it manually, because when you're sharpening it manually, mentally, you understand how the tool is shaped, and so, you take that, and so when you're going to use the tool on your project, you're learning how to move the tool and turn the tool, all because partially sharpening it helps you. It helps you to understand the shape of it and how it works. And another thing, when your piece is turning, you look on the horizon of the top of it, and once you get used to your tool, you're not so afraid of catches and stuff. And I mean, you still want to be careful. You don't want to get overconfident or something, and you're still going to have catches. I mean, even professionals have catches sometimes, but it gets a lot less where you can start looking at horizon. That's what I call it. I don't know what anybody else calls it. And you start like this point and this point of this, I reckon, kind of bead or whatever. You start looking to see if this bead side is the same size as this bead side, and then you start in the valley area trying to level it off, because it might be a little higher right in here than over here. So you start seeing these things as it's turning, and so you start, you know, like detail. It's more detail you start doing. So I didn't do that at first when I was making a piece, and you know, I'm still proud of it and still glad that I made it. It's a beautiful piece, but I can tell the difference in learning, that I've learned more now than I did then that I didn't see. So if this helps anybody, I hope it does, because you know, there's many videos out there, and it's helped me. And without the videos, I wouldn't have been able to learn anything, really. It would have been so hard to get out here. I would have been so frustrated. So I hope this helps somebody out there. And just practice, 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 and don't give up. All right, y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.